I wanted to show you an area of high pressure that's sitting over much of the southeast, but apparently I don't have the area of high pressure set up. So instead, we're going to go up to the northeast, and we're going to talk about the overabundance of snow. Why? Because we're talking about high pressure across North Alabama, southern Middle Tennessee, and there's just not a whole lot going on. So we're going to portions of the Midwest and the Northeast, where there is a whole lot going on, an area of low pressure and an associated cold front bringing a lot of snow. Northern Ohio, much of the state of Michigan, getting into portions of Pennsylvania and New York. New York's going to be our main focus because folks across portions of the state of New York are going to get a lot of lake effect snow, and some have already seen a lot of lake effect snow over the last 24 hours. Some of these snow totals are somewhat astounding, and that's why I'm choosing to show them to you. I know that doesn't matter to any of you, but it's just kind of a really cool weather thing that I wanted to talk about. A lot of that air and a lot of that moisture comes over here over Lake Erie, brings a lot of snow to this portion of New York. Look at this. Over the last 24 hours, 6.5 inches, 9.5 inches. And then up here's Lake Ontario. Here's Oswego. Look at this. Over the last 24 hours, nearly a foot of snow. Then you go to Buffalo, New York, where they haven't seen a whole lot of snow just yet. Look at that. Here's Buffalo, and then here's Lake Erie. They haven't seen a whole lot of snow just yet, but Buffalo, New York is expected to get on order of 3 to 4 feet of snow over the next couple of days. Maybe you're wondering, when do we get snow across the Tennessee Valley? Well, on average, our first snow doesn't move into our neck of the woods until after the new year. Usually right around January or February is when we get some snow. Not only are we definitely not talking about any snow, but we're not talking about the opportunity for any rain. We stay dry through Friday, the weekend. Small opportunities for rain as we head into Tuesday and Thursday of next week, but emphasis there on small opportunities for rain. And rain is something that we could desperately use across the Tennessee Valley. This is a new drought monitor. It came out just this morning. Much of the Tennessee Valley talking about moderate drought conditions. The only exception here, far northwest Alabama, Colbert down into Franklin County, portions of Lawrence County, just talking about abnormally dry conditions. But regardless, whether you're sitting in this moderate category or the abnormally dry category, we could desperately use some rain across the Tennessee Valley. We could also desperately use some warmth. Temperatures only climbed into the low and mid 40s this afternoon. I've told you this a couple of times. We should be in the 60s this time of year. Dropping into the mid 20s as we head into the overnight. Bundle the kids up tomorrow morning. 28 at 7, 31 by 8, 38 degrees by the time we get to 9 o'clock. From there, temperatures do continue to climb, but only into the upper 40s. Some of us are probably going to see the lower 50s. Now, a couple of our local high schools do have playoff games tomorrow evening, and it is for sure going to be the coldest game so far this season, which is good because you can finally get some hot chocolate. Temperatures are going to hang out in the 30s. Have a good look at the weekend. 48 on Saturday, 44 degrees on Sunday. I want to jump to the back half of the 7-day forecast because Thanksgiving has finally showed up in the 7-day forecast. 58 next Tuesday, 63 next Wednesday. Finally seasonal for this time of year. 64 right now on Thanksgiving. Starts today right around 45. There is an opportunity for a little bit of rain.